Episode 27. What's up? What do you have going on this week, Cody? What are your wins this week, man?
What's up, everybody? So
What's up?
I guess the first win that I had was my 1 million view post. You look on my Instagram,
Yeah,
I have one that has 1 million views. Mind
man.
mind you, on a post that I didn't think was gonna do well. A matter of fact, I pushed it out two weeks because I honestly, I confess, I thought that I was better than the post. I thought I could create something better and something
Mhm.
more like flashy or whatever it is. But anyway, I pushed it out for 2 weeks from when I first discovered it, and then I decided to change my framework. I'm like, dude, you know what? I'm gonna post this just because I want to see what happens. And that's what I did, bro. Is like I posted on my Instagram just as a test to test my theory. And if it flops, it wasn't gonna be anything. It was just going to be there. I got it out of my system. My creative is no longer focusing on that. I can focus on other things. That was my first win of this week with 1 million views. My second win
Whenever,
was my
yeah.
previous with 500,000. That one was pretty cool.
So half a mil. When have you ever seen a million of anything that's personally yours?
Just these views.
Just these views, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe a million times that you're sleeping, or a million times you're doing something that's habitual. Speaking of habits, congrats on your consistency, man. Like you just showed up, but you didn't even think that this was the one, but you showing up. It's like that one meme that he's like hitting gold, but he walked
Mhm.
away. See, so now
Yeah.
you kept hitting and you struck gold. So congrats.
Thank you, man. Thank you. A lot of it does have a lot to do with consistency and just posting videos. Um,
Yeah,
I thought my last video was gonna do very well, and right now it's only at 10,000 views, so it's all right. Like
you never know though.
compared to my other
Yeah,
videos, it's okay. But hey, we ball.
and earlier before the podcast, you were telling me it really doesn't matter what you feel kind of about what you're giving, but how the market responds. And I've always tried to
Mm,
wrestle with that in my own content creation of, okay, I want to post what I want to post because I want to make sure I'm authentic.
mm,
On the other flip side, you were mentioning that comes later, but to get yourself traction, make the hit and study the market. And I think that was helpful for me to actually realize. Yeah.
yeah. What I explained earlier was that the market doesn't care about how you feel. And so you may make these videos and you think that this video is all about you and it should be doing well, but the market will tell you what the reality is. And so it doesn't care about how you feel or what your feelings are. I think all of us have our own ideas and think they are the best things to
Mm,
create. And because of that, our ego is saying that everyone else should also think that our ideas are just as good. But that's not true. That's not how the market works at all. The market dictates what's actually valuable. And so instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, give it something
mhm.
that already works, and you
Yeah,
will
give it
see
a
the
hit.
value that it has already associated
Yeah.
it with.
That reminds me of like music artists, like create a banger and then create your like nice, in-depth, but create something that they're willing to like show up for, you know, initially.
Mm.
That's like your initial like insert into the market. So it's interesting. It's probably the psychology of or the influence book. That's what we're referencing back, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think what's also important to note is that you still want to be authentic in the way that you do it. Uh,
Hmm.
but you're taking the blueprints and the frameworks that already work and you're implementing that. That's what gets you the value. So you can still be authentic, but you also have to compare that and pair that with something that already is proven,
Hmm.
and you will get the results. If you don't use something that's proven, you're pretty much
Hmm.
shooting a dart in the dark, and it may go
Hmm.
viral, it may not. You
Hmm.
know, personally in business, I don't like that much in uncertainty. And if I can control more things that I know works, I'm going to control that as much as I can. I'm going to be very obsessed at controlling that
Yeah.
value-driven mode. Because why
Yeah.
wouldn't you? Like if you find some gold on the floor, you're not going to just, yeah, it's not the gold I would make and throw it away. You would begin digging and you would dig, 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 dig until you don't find any more gold.
Yeah.
And then you
So
move on to
yeah.
something else.
So optimization, it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So the market will tell you for content creators out there is trying to, create some cool content or, show your life. You just want to make content, make good content out there. Find out what already works,
Mhm.
put your own stuff into it, and the market will show you what's doing well.
Yeah. So now that we're on the topic of consistency and optimization, I was want to reference to like what's going on in my life right now with my CrossFit journey and how I was thinking when I was doing this one movement this week called double unders, which is putting the jump rope under your foot twice while you're jumping. So you got to jump a little bit higher. I was thinking to myself, I was like, how do I get good at this skill? This is freaking hard. I keep like messing up. But then I thought to myself, there's 10,000 hours to mastery. When you talk about skills, skills require 10,000 hours. So logically, I just need to put in more hours. It's like so logical, right? But that's so true. So the more hours I put into this craft, the better I'll get at it. And I've noticed like I'm getting like pretty good at it. I'm like, it's actually working. And I was so surprised. Like, this is great, man. So that was a win for me this week. Is I'm getting a lot better at double unders.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, bro. I don't know what double unders are.
yeah, it's a jump rope method of in the CrossFit games. There's a lot of double unders, and there's also triple unders. You got to do it 3 times. So you're jumping pretty high. And you're getting the rope under your feet three
Um,
times. Crazy. I don't know how people do that.
it sounds like a lot of energy has to go into that when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Is it
Skill.
like high
So
intensity interval training type of deal?
yeah. So imagine like you're doing jump rope, just one jump underneath your one rope underneath your foot
Hmm.
while you're in the air. Double unders is while you're in the air, you do it twice. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And then triple is 3 times. I'm not even there yet. So, but yeah,
Yeah, you'll get there eventually.
I think I will. Yeah.
Now
Um,
you
yeah.
mentioned 10,000 hours, and I just got this idea watching one guitar teacher. He explained this that 10,000 hours will get you results, but if you do 10,000 hours and don't improve, then you're just wasting your time. And so most people get this wrong. They think that just doing 10,000 hours of the same thing is going to get them the results that they need. For example, in content creation, posting the same video is not going to get you not going to get you better results. Albert Einstein once said that insanity is the definition of doing the same thing expecting
Mhm.
different results. And so this guitar teacher explained to me that what's better within those 10,000 hour parameters is you're improving yourself each time you're doing it. You're figuring out
Yeah.
what works, what doesn't work, and you're building off of that. And you're doing that
Yeah.
for 10,000 hours. That is
Mhm.
what they mean about 10,000 hours. That's how
Yep.
you get good at pretty much everything. When I was in car sales as a salesman and a finance manager, what worked for me wasn't the first 3 months because the first 3 months I just expected that people were going to buy cars from me because I was such a nice guy.
Because you signed up. Yeah.
Because I was such a nice guy. That was not true at all. It wasn't until I started to actually figure out the game of sales, learn influence, read more books, read more of the script, work on my tonality, work on my personality, work on my everything that I started to actually get incrementally better as time moved on. And I
Nice.
started to become really good at sales. in
Yeah.
space and as a finance manager. I remember being the top finance manager out of in one of the months in the year, and it was just so surreal to me because I knew that in the beginning I sucked so bad, and
Yeah.
everybody else that I was competing with, my coworkers, they had years behind them in that. And so for me to get
Mm,
number one spot in finance manager role, that was the proven evidence that I could take for myself to show that I've been putting in improvement increments while I'm also doing these 10,000 hours. And I've
exactly.
done this with my guitar playing. I've done this with, working out. I'm even doing this in content creation in real time. Here's some proof for you
Yes.
guys, that you guys don't know, that you guys know that I'm not bullshitting. From July 22, from July 22nd to August 20th, so today, I gained 103,000 views, and I also gained 1,100 followers. So this is my professional dashboard, meaning somebody, um, it's not plays. So the million views that I got on my reel are a mix of views and plays. So it's a lot easier to get views on there. It's not totally easy, but it's a little bit more easier than what I just showed you. Uh,
Yeah.
the metric that I just showed you on my professional dashboard is views from accounts. So individual accounts that visited my profile in some way through a reel, that's what that is. And I got that in
Mm.
30 days.
How many
130
days?
days.
30 days. Nice.
Well, it's like 28 days if you want to be real technical with it, but 103,000 views and I gained 1,100 followers. Bro, I had this Instagram page for like 7 years. And the most I had on this one was like 400, maybe 500
So it sounds like you were just like hungry
followers.
for, yeah, you were hungry for it. And you said you use like AI a little bit to just track the numbers and then like what to do from there. Is that was what was the breaking point?
Well, I just use AI as like my secretary to
Yeah,
keep
to track
all the metrics. Yeah. Um,
like a spreadsheet, but now
pretty,
it's an analyzing analyzer
pretty much because
of
it
yours.
shoots back the data. I bounce it, I compare it to like certain subsequences from
Okay.
previous times. And then from there, I can see all the data in front of me to decide whether something is worth pushing out or not. Um, if you guys haven't tried that, probably a good thing to try
So
it
do you
out.
like screenshots or like screenshots of your dashboard and you send it and then you ask it or like what do you do? Like what are your
Um,
prompts?
I take one of my posts and I send it all the metrics. I'm like, hey, so this post is a post A. Here's the metrics, has 100,000 views, this many likes, this many shares, this many saves, this many views from Facebook, this many views from Instagram. Um, and then I'll send that over,
Okay.
wait a couple days, and then I'll go back and send it the new metrics from the same video. And so I can see a comparison of how it's growing and whether or not I should expect this content piece to continue growing or to flatten out.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
And under one thread of the AI, right? Of the LM under one thread, right? Or different threads.
I use ChatGPT Plus, so I can use a separate thread if I wanted.
Like a
And
folder. You have a folder or something?
no,
Okay.
it just stays in the base, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah, it
Okay.
just like ChatGPT Plus, if you haven't used it, it keeps every conversation anyways. So I can open it up on a different platform, log in, and
That's helpful.
it'll remember what we were talking about.
That's helpful, man. Yeah, it's awesome. Shit, man. Accountability. It's an awesome thing. Like you have metrics, and then the week after you have, can I beat those metrics? And the week after, it's like you said, progressively getting better, which reminds me of progressive overload in training. Like if you're just going to the gym and you're just like not progressively getting better. You're not really adapting to a new movement. You're not creating that adaptation. So that's why it's really good to start tracking. I like tracking like a lot of things. So it's good.
Yeah, tracking is very useful when you're progressing in really anything, whether it's your lifts or
Hmm.
content creation or just, goals that you have in your life. I mean, tracking is
Yeah.
help you regardless.
Yeah. So speaking of tracking, there's this concept, right, in CrossFitness. The foundational base of CrossFit is absolute strength. I want to bring this up because you're talking
Mm.
about tracking, right, and consistency. So guess what, man? There's six folders in absolute strength. All right. So it goes bench squat, deadlift, and it goes front squat, right? I'm talking about numbers, all right, for absolute strength.
Okay.
And then it goes strict press. And then the last one, can you guess what that one is?
Mm,
It's different.
repeat what you said.
So absolute strength, that means you got to increase those numbers in your bench press, squat, your regular squat, deadlift, your front squat,
Mm.
your strict press, shoulder press, and then there's one more foundational for absolute strength in CrossFit.
Um, Pullovers?
Almost, it's a pull.
Was that like a pull-up?
Almost. Pendlay row.
Okay.
That means lifting up. So basically, you're parallel to the ground. You're basically lifting up the bar to your like belly button. Just it kind of looks like a bent over row, but it's like your back is flat and you just lift it off the ground. So you see
Mm.
different variations of that. So I was looking this up and I was doing my research, and that's the foundation of CrossFit. You have to have strength, absolute strength on those six pillars. And then at the very top is skill work, which is all the gymnastics stuff, right? And the jump ropes. And then there's also relative strength, which is like being able to do a bar muscle up, right? Or like all that. But yeah, but the foundation is absolute strength. And I thought that was awesome. Because as a power builder, I've already been building that foundation for the past like 5 years and building those numbers. So I'm actually in a pretty good spot. I just need to learn the skill work now. So, but yeah.
Yeah, it's an easy transition for you.
Hmm. I think it's, yeah. And mobility and all that. One of my goals actually, the end of this year, is to get my deadlift finally up to 405. I've been lagging. I'm almost there. Like it's literally almost there. So I
Mm.
think that's wraps already, right? By the end of this year.
Yeah.
Now the other one is squat. I need to increase my squat to 405, one rep max.
Mm.
That's gonna be I'm methodically doing that every single week. So that's one of the goals by the end of this year is a 405 squat. And after that, we'll talk about the next 45 plates on both sides after that. But that's my goals for this year. Yeah.
You're probably gonna get that way sooner than the end of the year, bro.
We'll see. I think so.
Yeah, it's gonna be cake, bro.
Yeah.
You're already so close. Like a few months of just direct, intentional fitness.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
tracking the numbers, man.
you're gonna get there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. Like fitness is a great place to really see how you can progress. It really builds that base.
It's a
So,
good starting point for anybody who hasn't done direct fitness. Like if
hmm.
you are not having the habits that you would like to have, fitness is a good spot to try. You can mess up as many times as you want,
Hmm.
but if you every time you go into a fitness environment, you're always going to find people who are in the same spot as you, and
Hmm.
anybody who you may see as like way farther as far as like mastery and fitness goes,
Oh
they don't
man,
look
that was
down on you,
fun.
bro. They just see someone working on themselves and they're willing to help you
Hmm.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can take that fitness skill and you can go into any direction you want with it. When I was bodybuilding, that was my life. just straight bodybuilding. I lived and breathed macros and nutrition and getting super lean and cut.
Hmm.
I got down to 12% body fat at 185 and I was still benching 290.
Yeah.
I was 19. Like I and then I took that and now I'm making content creation and in this coming future,
Hmm.
next week I have my 5 classes in fall semester starting. I'm working on
Congrats.
my accounting degree. That's something that's going to help for my future. And I bring that up because fitness has helped me get a real clear picture on what I want, which is could be useful if you don't have that. For those listening, if you don't have that, try out fitness. Try it out for like at least 3 months.
Hmm.
See what changes in your mindset. A lot will.
Yeah. Yeah. That's tremendous, man. Using anything that you progress in as a platform. I mean, speaking of like using that, the psycho-cybernetics book that I've been reading, it's basically internalizing that feeling of accomplishment
Mm.
and using that emotional state and putting that into your state now. So whatever you've done in the past that you've accomplished, you take that emotional state and how you felt and you just like feel it now because you're successful now. You don't have to wait until you're successful to be feeling that emotional state because that's what the book teaches, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, your mind attracts everything that it is. So if you want something, you got to believe it first, brother. That's what worked for me. I have everything that I got so far was because I trained my mind through
Hmm.
fitness, but also just reading and focusing on what I actually want in life.
Hmm.
Everything that I've gotten was because I believe that I already have it. Now, I had people, you're always going to meet these people who are naysayers. I had
Hmm.
people who tell me that I didn't deserve anything in my life. I had people who tell me that, oh, I only got I only got fit because I had XYZ. I had these resources and that I didn't really deserve success.
That's crazy, dude. I don't know how you had those people in your life, bro. That's crazy. Like I've never had those people, but that's crazy that you're walking away from that. That's good.
So those type of people are always
Good
going to
shit.
be there. And, you know, I think it builds a lot of character. Now, given I was around a lot of really like sick people, bro. Like not like
Yeah.
like not that type of sick. I mean
No,
like
like fucking in the head, bro.
yeah, they're just fucked in the head. They're like a bowl of boiling crabs, and tr one tries to
Ah,
escape, they bring down the other one.
sounds like some criminals.
I mean, it can be, but not everybody who's sick is a criminal. Just
Yeah.
people who don't have a new perspective. You know,
Yeah.
my own family members are not as pleased with my well, they're pleased with me now. Let's say that.
Oh shit.
But when I was fit and I was getting fit, they were telling me a whole bunch of bullshit, like, "Oh, you're a know-it-all. You think because you're fit, you
What?
you
That's
have this
crazy, dude.
going for you have this going for yourself."
Huh?
Um, and I had to
Wow.
contend with that, fight through uh, friends,
Oh
and
shit.
um, and then you break to a certain point and you realize that none of that even matters. Everything that is a challenge to you is an opportunity that you can use to your benefit if you see it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about um perspective changes behavior. That's been like a Shakespearean like quote for me. It really
Exactly.
is. It
People
really
are going to
is.
be people no matter what you do. They're
Yeah.
finicky. They're going to love you one day and then they'll hate you the next day. But, I think Alex Hormozy said this, and I see this pattern in a lot of very successful business owners. And they say the same thing. If
Hmm.
if you're not hated,
Mm.
don't expect to be loved. And I'm like, what does that mean? Hated. I don't want to be hated. I want people to love me.
Mm. Wow.
And when I deciphered that messaging a little bit further, it came out to be that, look, if you are not real and raw with who you are, and you don't take a stance and say that, hey, this
Fuck
thing
yeah.
is what I find true because of XYZ. Um, if you never do that, people are never going to find, they're never going to have a reason to either really like you or really hate you, you know, but you can't have one without the other. Taking a
Hmm.
stance, for example, in something that you believe in, that you believe is right for your life, you're going to have people who are going to come out the sides. It's just, I don't know why it happens, it's just how it happens. Every successful person has a bunch of haters who think that they don't deserve it or that they got there because of XYZ. Matt, I have not met one single successful person, ultra successful person who doesn't have haters. I have not met one. And you know why? Because if they're ultra successful, then there's going to be people with ultra personalities who judge them.
Well, I got a question about that. Bro, I mean, maybe there's haters, but they don't see them. Is that true? Because obviously, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I have any fucking haters. Like, I just don't see them. Maybe not yet. Like, I know my brother has haters on his fucking YouTube channel for sure, but he's just like he doesn't really see that, you know?
It's one thing to
Like,
like
where's my haters at? Like, I want them to come sometimes. I'm like, because I want to be. Maybe I just need to be more flamboyant or something, or I don't know. Oh, actually, no, I do have haters. I do. My bad. Um, I was a very aggressive back in like 20, my early business in my online marketing, and yeah, that created a lot of tension. So yeah, you're right.
were you aggressive with like how you were saying it, or were you
Yeah.
aggressive
Oh
in
yeah.
like you're producing more?
I was aggressive in how I was saying it, and I toned down a little bit, and I got more understanding of people um, on the way I would present my messages.
Hmm. Man, it's a weird thing. Like
Yeah,
people only hate on you because they think that you do better than them. You'll never find someone who's doing better than you to hate on you. When
yeah,
I'm
I agree with that one.
when I've talked to many of my mentors who, they have millions of dollars, and I explain to them what's going on, and I'm having a difficult challenge or difficult time with something. They always come off super helpful. Like
Yeah,
they always say, look, you're always gonna have those people.
yeah,
They're just people. Let them be people and move on. Keep going.
yes,
People only stop when they allow themselves to be stopped, and it's usually themselves. For example, Sylvester Stallone is a great example. He's one of my favorite actors out there. He wrote the script for Rocky, and he found these directors, brought it to them, and they
yeah.
told him, "Hey, this is a great script. Everything about this is beautiful, except for one thing. We don't want you to star in there."
That's crazy.
Well, it's not. I mean, you can't even blame the directors because the directors, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this dude who brought
So
this?
he had to prove himself. Rocky had to literally prove himself.
The
Or
point I'm making,
Sylvester.
the point I'm making is that although there was everything stacked against him, he knew and believed in himself enough to say, I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to push for it. I'm going to push for it. I'm going to push for it. He ended up being the star, and now it's one of the greatest movies we've ever seen in history. But you can't blame the directors. I don't blame my family members for not believing in me when I was fat, saying that I want to get fit because I don't have proof. I didn't have any proof back then to say that I had what it took. I had what it took to lose the weight.
Yeah.
So of
So
course
you,
it came off as arrogant and whatever. But if you don't have the proof behind you, you can't listen to the naysayers. You can't listen to any of them.
mm,
When I say I have like haters and stuff like that, I'm not I'm not paying attention to anybody that isn't in my lane, by the way. But I'm also not naive to know that they exist. I know that
Yeah, I know.
they're there. I just choose not to care about them.
Yeah, man. I mean, lately for me is like I'm not really like involved. I mean, sometimes I get some weird comments, but like I'm not really involved in that. I'm not trying to like, because the moment somebody comments, they're trying to invoke a response, but you
Mm.
don't feed into that. It's like just keep it moving.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Um, but what's the word for it? It's inevitable. When you
hmm
become more noticed and you become bigger, your business starts to get bigger, it's inevitable. It's
yeah,
it's going to be there.
yeah. I'm ready for it for sure.
Um, from my own experience, I never really prepared myself for it. If I'm like, I confess, like I don't prepare for that shit. I just kind of deal with it as it goes. When I had one of my good friends tell me, well, back in the day, quote unquote good friend tell me that I didn't deserve anything that I got. I know you're fucking out there somewhere. Um,
Yeah, bro. It's fine.
I just at that time I just kind of thought that, damn, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I'm probably not gonna hang out with you anymore.
Oh shit.
Um, and then I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna use this for energy. I'm gonna use this for something good. I'm gonna go harder on my goals. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
harder on the things that I'm gonna achieve. I'm gonna prove to myself. I'm gonna prove to that motherfucker that I'm gonna fucking do something with my life. And I don't know what he's doing, but I know that I've came so far and where I'm going, where I'm headed, it's not even something that bothers me anymore. It's just something
yeah,
that,
sure, yeah.
it's something that I remember back in the day. I'm like, yeah, that person said that, that person said this, that person said that
Mhm.
person said this.
Yeah,
Um, it's kind of I take a little bit of a psychopathic type of way to use all of that energy. It's
yeah,
because, like, yeah, you were once someone that I looked up to, and you did something that I don't agree with, or you said something that was really offhanded. I don't forget. I'll forgive you, and I'll forgive myself,
yeah. You got to for yourself, sure. But
but
like,
I ain't gonna forget, and that keeps me pushing. I have a lot of positive things in my life where I drive a lot of energy from, but sometimes you get into this mode where it's just like you're confused, or maybe you're not really sure. The uncertainty of business starts to hit you all at once. And what I mean by taking it as a psychopathic type of way is that I go into that negative chamber and I just pull out those notes from those people who
yeah,
doubted
list
me.
of hate, as Brandon says it, list of hate.
Yeah. List of these motherfuckers. Hey, this person said I'll never be fit, and then I got abs. This person said I'll never
You
be,
completely changed, dude.
and
Yeah,
then I became this. And it just fuels me with more energy to keep fucking going because
yeah,
everyone's gonna have their own opinion, their own judgment about you. But if you keep going in what you want to do, it doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't fucking matter.
yeah,
Full accountability for your entire life. You can't blame a single person, but you can use the energy that they gave you.
yeah, yeah. Bam.
Bam.
All right, man. Well, oh man, this is motivating me, man. Fuck. It's motivating me fucking. Here comes, man. Olympic weightlifting. Oh, fuck.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You doing anything currently? What's like present day Alec right now?
Present day Alec is looking after my mom right now. And then going to the gym, working and um helping people, man. That's what I'm doing. Same thing, man. You know.
That's what's up, man.
Well, you.
This weekend is my wife's birthday, so
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna
Happy birthday.
celebrate it. Thank you. We're gonna celebrate that. I'm gonna surprise her on Sunday. That's her birthday. Take her out horseback riding. We're gonna watch the sunset.
Damn.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's her first time.
Nice.
It's her first time ever horseback riding, so
Nice, man.
she's gonna love it.
Enjoy that. That was be fun. You rode a horse before?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
That's
I
unique.
rode a horse. I
Did you ever
ride.
tell her? Did you tell her yet? No.
No,
Surprise.
she's gonna only know when we get there.
Nice. Unless you listen to this podcast.
Well,
It'll be
this
on
podcast
Monday.
will be up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
I might steal your idea. Shh.
do it, man. Do it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's extremely inexpensive, but the experience is amazing.
Yeah, it's different. It's not it's tech world. It's you're going outdoors, man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Speaking of outdoors, man, I really want to go river rafting again. That shit was fun, dude. I remember doing that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the outdoors, man.
I've never been river rafting.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
no, the
great
more I've
experience.
ever done was like a boogie board and like maybe a surfboard.
Nice. Yeah, river rafting is it's the ultimate like fitness endeavor. It's like adventurous,
Mm.
and it's like you got to rely on. Yeah, it's also camping at the same time. Yeah, I just love being outdoors, man. Away from tech. It's
Yeah.
good.
It's good to unplug every once in a while for sure, man.
Hmm.
Like the world is moving so fast. I just
Yeah,
man, with all the technological advances, I'm really pushing myself to stay plugged, but to be more of a creator and not a consumer.
yeah. Being
Um,
aware. That's good, man. Glad to have you in our space. In this space, man. Is
hell yeah.
that's good.
You know what I found out about being a creator and like doing what like semi well is it's generally the same as being a consumer, except you're watching the different metrics. Like as a consumer,
You,
you're just
yeah.
doom scrolling. But as a creator, you make good content. I catch myself just watching the likes and watching the comments come in and revisiting my same posts generally for the same amount of time, if not longer, than a consumer, which
Mm,
is pretty precarious because I think to a certain degree, you default into one of those categories, either a creator or consumer when you're on social media. Um, but when you're a creator, you just pay attention to different things. You pay attention to the things that are more pertaining to you and the engagement that you're getting versus
yeah.
as a consumer, you're paying attention
Yeah.
to someone's entertainment and what engagement they are getting. So you're getting a second hand from consuming, or
Mm,
you can be a first hand by
yeah.
creating.
It sounds like a business owner. It's kind of like when you're an investor too, you know. You're paying attention to the spreadsheets or the the financial statements or something.
Yeah,
And but you're also a consumer of Costco. But if I invest in Costco, I see it as a business too. Like I see where the people are going, what they're looking at, and it's good.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's good.
the moral of the story, guys,
What's the
there is
moral?
no escape. There is
We're
no escape from all of it. We're all stuck. We're all in this
in the
game.
matrix. Yeah,
We're all plugged in. We're all ones and zeros.
yeah. Find your place, man. Mine is fitness. It's always gonna be that way. And find your way to unplug. Outdoors and fitness. That's me, you know? Yeah.
Yep. Mine is motorcycles, dude.
Hell yeah.
I'll post all about motorcycles. I love all about it. I'll show you guys on another podcast, but I've actually drawn um, mechanical parts and motorcycles in my
Oh
uh,
shit.
drawing book, which is it's kind of crazy if you think about it. I drew a fucking carburetor. And if you guys don't know what a carburetor is, it's a mechanical system that's inside a motorcycle, older models that draws in air so that it can push the fuel into the pistons and create the combustion. I drew that.
Nice. Michelangelo.
I guess some Leonardo da
Yeah.
Vinci shit or
Some
something.
Leonardo da Vinci shit. Like you're
Like,
in it.
wow, look at this fucking metal thing, dude.
Look at this rock.
Look at this rock.
Man, that's good. You're an artist, dude. Hell yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, brother. I just sometimes I like to draw. That's it.
It's good. Yeah.
Um,
Damn, we went over.
we did went over.
Sorry for the 20-minute guy that was commenting on us. We'll still be well, we're gonna do 20 minutes the next one, but we just had so much to say. Sorry guys for but you know, it's a lot to say. It's good.
Yeah, I hope you guys
Hope you're
enjoyed it.
listening.
This
Yeah.
is episode 28 now.
27?
27, episode 27 of the Geared Accountability Podcast. Give us any feedback, any comments down below. Let us know, share with your friends, and we'll continue making. By the way, if you have any other topics or if you have
Yeah, let
the
us know, man.
interest of joining the podcast, hit us up
Yeah.
on one of our Instagrams and we'll see if we can add you into the next episode.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about accountability, about personal development, what you're experiencing. You know, it's a great community, man. So hit us up in the comments, guys. All right.
All right. Love you guys. Peace
Love
out.
y'all. Peace.